Teddy Feinberg, Brook Stockburger, Teddy and Brook Show, early morning edition, woozy, real woozy.
Hey, I had my coffee, didn't spill it this morning, so I'm doing all right.
I got a couple sips of it and we came in here and started filming. Let's get right to the topics. UTEP at MSU, Aggies win 55-51 in men's basketball. Really exciting game at the Pan Am Center.
Yeah, really good game, and the Aggies get some momentum. You know, they beat their rival. They lost to them earlier in the season, probably a game they should have won. And now they head back into conference play with a little bit of a kick in their step.
I want to point this out right now. So, first of all, the first half, the score halftime was 17-14. That was scrap iron. But
that's one way of putting it.
Second half, things picked up. First of all, the Aggies won for a handful of reasons. Home crowd, Kevin Aronis, who was incredible, not falling down nine. It's worth pointing out, though, the Aggie coaching staff went to a zone defense, down 9 with 7 minutes remaining, which was a key factor in the game, and they also left Kevin Aronis on the court. So let's give credit where credit is due. The Aggie coaching staff won up UTEP, and they got that W. Big win for them. I thought it was a big win for the Aggies, including the reason just because the crowd was there, they needed that W.
Yeah, they sure did. I was going to ask you about that. Aronis leaving them on the court like that. They see the hot hand, and they stay with it. And you, like you said, willing to change a little bit, go to the zone.
It was the right call. It was the right call. And you know what? I thought they made the right calls at the right time in that game, and they definitely got a big W. So, you know, big upset. They go to Denver this week. Now, again, they actually outplayed Denver. Denver, very well-coached team, a disciplined team. Aggies outplayed them. Defensively, they were fantastic in the game down here. Now they go up to Denver. They come home from La Tech. What are you thinking here as the regular season comes to a close?
Well, the one thing they got to be careful of, and this is sort of a big esoteric type thing, but is the look ahead, look back. They just had a big win over a rival, a big emotional win, and they have, nationally ranked team going to La Tech. So you have this Denver game in between. You got to be careful that you don't, sort of look past, look behind, and let a decent team upset you.
Words of wisdom for Brook. Listen to him. Don't look back. Focus on the here and the now. I think they match up well with Denver, and they showed that down here. So hopefully they can get that W again. High school basketball, gotta love the Gadsden Panthers. Now they were a 5 seed, the boys team. They were a 5 seed going into the district tournament. They win at Mayfield. They win at Oneonta. Granted, it's a down district, but the Gadsden boys basketball teams under Mike Harper, they play a very slow, methodical style. But they're always prepared, they're always disciplined, they always play to win. You covered those clubs. I mean, they're always a team that's ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, they are. They always play you tough, no matter what, even if they're struggling for wins and losses. Maybe they're this year's Baltimore Ravens. They're going to get hot in the postseason. They take down Oneonta on the road. They took down Mayfield on the road. Now they have to go to Alamo. They've lost to Alamo twice by a grand total of 3 points or something that. So that'll be very interesting to see what happens and see if they go into cruises. I think then they hit a wall when they go into cruises, but you never know.
It is worth pointing out the Oneonta girls have also won 2 straight as the 4th seed. They beat Alamo, then they won at Gadsden. We want to get to our burning questions, and this is the perfect segue. Brook, does any team in District 3-5A have a shot at challenging the Cruces High on the boys' side and the Mayfield Trojans on the girls' side? Can any team knock off these basically #1 incumbents?
Yeah, our first burning question of the day. I think when it comes to boys, no. I mean, Alamogordo's winning on the road. not Alamogordo. Gadsden's winning on the road. If they can knock off Alamogordo, they come into the Cruces High gym with a lot of momentum. But Cruces High is just so stout this year. Alamogordo's the number 2 seed. Maybe they can give them a game. But I think in the boys' side, it's Cruces'.
I would have to agree. I think Alamogordo, the one way they can beat you is if Tyler Day, the son of head coach Mike Day, just gets red hot. He dropped 8 3-pointers against Cruces, and really they pushed the Bulldogs on their home floor. Seems like the Bulldogs are the odds-on favorite there. On the girls' side, I think Cruces High could push Mayfield for sure. Mayfield is a 24-2 record. I believe they've had an outstanding season, but sorry, I had to do that. But I think Cruces High could definitely push them a little bit. Let's go to question number 2. Tyrone Watson returns. How does this affect Aggie men's basketball? Senior forward.
Yeah, he's coming back. He's had a month off, and he'll be back soon. I like to look at it from a position of a team mentality and everything. I think it's going to improve them because they have the senior leader back.
Right.
They've played decently without him, though, too, and sometimes you don't want to mess with the mix, but I think they want to bring him back on the court and get some minutes.
From a personal standpoint, I think he brings a level of value to the team. I think he brings leadership, toughness, passing ability, all those things, versatility. I don't want to see him start over Ronaldo Dixon. I think Ronaldo Dixon's been great at power forward. He's been a shot blocking machine. He's been really solid down there. I would actually prefer it if they brought Watson off the bench in a reserve role, let him fill in the gaps. Dixon's been great. Obviously, from a depth standpoint, it can't hurt. We also talked about Aronis. How will his minutes get affected? All these things yet to be determined. Question number 3 in the burning questions list. Aggies host Louisiana Tech, obviously at 10,000 strong against UTEP, even more than that. How do you think attendance will shake out when La Tech comes to town now?
Well, if the Aggies playing well and with La Tech being the top 25, it'll be a good crowd. It won't be UTEP numbers, though. I'm thinking in the 6,000 to 7,000 range.
Well, I will say this. I think if the Aggies beat Denver and Louisiana Tech loses to Utah State this week in their respective WAC men's basketball game, that means there's something to be played for. I definitely think there could be a solid crowd. Will there be 10,000? I find that unlikely. Kind of like what Brook said, 7,000, 8,000. I think that's completely doable.
Yeah,
I really do.
So.
Thank you, Brook. Have a great one, folks. LC Sun-News at Teddy Feinberg at B Stockburger on Twitter. LC Sun Facebook. Bye. Have a good one. See ya. Bye.